When people think of golf, they probably picture relaxing afternoons on a beautiful course. But golf is actually one of the hardest sports out there. It's not just about hitting a ball into a hole, it's way more complicated than that. Golf is mentally exhausting. It takes insane consistency, and bad habits can ruin everything. The mental game. Golf messes with your head. Unlike fast sports like basketball or soccer, golf is super slow, and that gives you way too much time to overthink. When you're standing over the ball, you have to stay confident. If you don't, your swing will show it. Even if you've practiced a shot a million times, one little doubt can throw everything off. Once you hit a bad shot, it's easy to get in your own head. You start thinking about all the ways you could mess up again. And suddenly, you're spiraling. And unlike team sports, where you can lean on teammates, in golf, it's just you. Every mistake feels huge because there's no one else to share the pressure with. On top of that, you're always dealing with things you can't control, like wind, uneven grass, or bad weather. You have to adjust every time, and that takes serious focus. Golf isn't just about physical skill, it's a mental battle every time you step onto the course. Staying consistent. One of the hardest parts about golf is staying consistent. You can't just have a good swing once or twice. You have to do it over and over all day long. The smallest mistake, like moving your head a little too much or not gripping the club right, can ruin a shot. And in golf, every single shot matters. Unlike other sports, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to golf. Everyone's swing is different, so you have to figure out what works for you and then stick to it. If you're not consistent, your scores will bounce all over the place. It's not enough to practice a lot. You have to practice perfectly. Even pros struggle with this. You might hit great shots all week and then have one terrible round that ruins your confidence. Staying consistent is all about staying focused, and that's way harder than it sounds. Breaking bad habits. Bad habits are a golfer's worst enemy. Once you pick up a bad habit, it's really hard to fix it. For example, if you start gripping the club too tight or swinging too fast, it can mess up your entire game. The more you repeat those bad habits, the harder they are to get rid of. A big reason bad habits happen is because golf feels unnatural at first. The right swing feels weird, so it's tempting to do what feels easier, even if it's wrong. But every little mistake adds up, and soon your whole swing is off. Fixing bad habits takes a ton of patience and practice. You have to break down your swing, figure out what's wrong, and rebuild it piece by piece. It can take weeks or even months to fix one small mistake. That's why golf It's so frustrating. It's easy to mess up, but really hard to fix. Golf might look simple, but it's one of the hardest sports to master. The mental game, the need for consistency, and the fight against bad habits makes it a real challenge. But maybe that's why golfers love it. The struggle makes every good shot and every win feel earned. Golf isn't just a sport, it's a test of patience, discipline, and determination.